Hey marshmallows, welcome back to another video. Today we are doing a celebrity reading. But this one is a little bit different, okay? Because today we will be reading on Annabelle. Okay, y'all said y'all wanted celebrity readings. Y'all didn't specify what kind, so we're doing Annabelle. I feel like Annabelle does technically count as a celebrity. And the reason why I'm doing Annabelle today is because recently it has been reported that Annabelle escaped. Okay. She has escaped from her world tour that I'm pretty sure they did against her will. So we're gonna dive into that. But before we do, hi, my name's Soraya. I am a psychic. You can decide for yourself whether or not you want to believe me. And I do offer personal readings. So stick to the end of this video and decide for yourself. Do you believe I'm a psychic or not? If you are interested in purchasing services from me, link down and below to my website. If you are interested in talking with me one-on-one, or you just want to rant, or you want emotional support, or just regular advice, my Discord is always open. And yeah, I also have a Patreon where there's other videos you can purchase. I did readings on Diddy, Jay-Z, and also spells that you can cast. Don't say I didn't warn you. All right, so link down below. Go watch the Patreon. So let's get into Annabelle. First of all, when I said that Annabelle went on a world tour, I heard intuitively that um, it was against her will. And I feel like the people that have ownership over Annabelle, so if you guys don't know, the original owner of Annabelle, I believe it was a couple, but it was mainly the woman, the wife. I forgot who was the original couple. Let me actually search it up because y'all love to come at me for not doing my research. But the reason why I don't do my research is so it doesn't affect my reading. I want everything to be completely intuitive so nobody can say, "Oh, you just read that, you're not telling the truth." Okay? So who were the original owners of Annabelle? It was a couple. I forgot what couple. Oh, it was two nurses. Two student nurses. Donna received the doll as a birthday gift from her mother. The Warrens also say that a friend, Lou, had some unsettling experiences. Okay, so that was the original owners, were some nurses. But the people that mainly had the doll in captivity for the longest were the couple. Um, I'm so confused. Who was the original, who was the couple that owned the doll? Who were the couple that owned Annabelle? I keep hearing Donnie and Angie. Were they dating? I don't know. But anyways, okay? Anyways. So they were owned by the Warrens. Okay, the Warrens got them from these two student nurses, and they gave them to the Warrens because she had already been reported with um paranormal activity. So let me describe the spirit of Annabelle to you guys, okay? Um Annabelle is a malevolent spirit. I definitely feel like she was on this earth at one point, right? So let me just say that I do feel like Annabelle was a human at one point, but spirit is letting me know this is not a random ghost. Like, this isn't a regular ghost. This isn't a lower tier level ghost. They're making me feel like Annabelle is very powerful and I'm hearing very smart as a spirit, right? We're all different and we are in our physical bodies as humans, but beneath the surface we have souls. All right, that's what makes a human is you have to have a soul, right? And I'm just hearing that Annabelle's soul is advanced. Like, she's not a regular ghost. Like, the owners, people that need, I feel like she needs specialized care, right? So originally these two girls had them. They gave them to the Warrens. The Warrens are some sort of psychic paranormal couple. Specifically, the wife. She mainly took care of Annabelle. She is also psychically gifted. Spirit is making me feel like the people that own Annabelle right now are greedy and they're money hungry, and they don't truly care about the doll or taking care of it or at least containing its energy. They are just looking to make a profit. Okay, they see Annabelle as a brand. They see her as a sensationalized. It's almost, I'm hearing like a freak show. You remember how back in the day they said that people used to hold circuses for people with disabilities and like cool things and exploit money out of those people? I'm hearing that's what they're doing to Annabelle. It's like a freak show. They don't really take this shit serious. I feel like in order the people that own Annabelle, they must have, like, she needs specialized care. She can't just be owned by Benny from down the street, right? Benny who's interested in the paranormal. No, she needs to be owned by an actual psychic intuitive, somebody that's knowledgeable on spirits like hers, okay? They're also making me feel like Annabelle has to choose you as her owner. I feel like she enjoyed being with the Warrens, even though she may have shown protest or she was very, very violent. They're making me feel like that's just a part of her character. That's just what comes with taking care of Annabelle. Whether she likes you or not, you're going to get harmed. But they're making me feel like she's not going to kill you, but she can cause serious bodily harm. I don't think she has the power to kill, though. She can have the power to drive you insane, but kill, I don't think so. So moving on, the people that own Annabelle are money hungry, and I feel like she doesn't like her new owners. So if you guys don't know, the Warrens had died. Okay, they had since passed away, and since they have passed away, Annabelle has been sold off to a museum, I believe, or some sort of facility or company. And I just feel like this company doesn't give a fuck truly about the doll. Again, they just think it is a freak show. I think they're aware that Annabelle is haunted. I feel like some of them don't completely believe it, but some people are very aware that yes, she is haunted. But again, they're just using it for clicks and views, right? Because some people, they hear about the story of Annabelle and it's like, oh, like anybody can make this shit up. You know what I mean? Like who's to say if you're telling the truth? And so I feel like the company's thought process was, and I keep saying company, even if they're not a company, they're operating like a company. Like it's giving very much, let's just make money off this real quick. Like it's a cash grab. Annabelle is their cash cow. So it's giving, you know what, let's take Annabelle on a world tour and let's prove these people wrong. What they're making me feel like as well, I feel like the owners of Annabelle currently, not the Warrens, not the psychic couple that used to do, I forgot what you call it. What did they used to do? They used to extract spirits out of homes and people's bodies. Exorcisms, yes. So the Warrens, I'm not talking about the Warrens, I'm talking about the current owners of Annabelle. They're making me feel like different they have defects of Annabelle. So there's different versions of Annabelle, but there's only one true Annabelle, and that's the haunted doll, right? So again, they're making me feel like these people are just very money hungry and they're trying to get a quick check. They're trying to make a quick buck. And I feel like they do have fake versions of Annabelle lying around. And I feel like they're going to pull one of those versions of Annabelle out, like a defect Annabelle, because she's missing right now. She is missing. And obviously, that's not something you would want, especially when she has been reported to be very malevolent, meaning violent, okay, can cause harm, okay, should be warned. Like they literally had a warning on her holding box, right, where the doll was held and contained, and it literally said warning, do not touch, do not open, do not interact with. um so yeah, um I'm just hearing that they're very money hungry, and I feel like they may potentially, or they're thinking of pulling out the defect Annabelle and being like, oh guys, look, we found her, so people can continue spending their money, and also so people don't worry like, oh my gosh, there's a doll on the loose, right? Um so they don't look irresponsible. Now, how does Annabelle feel about this all? I feel like Annabelle doesn't like her current owners at all. Again, they're making me feel like she definitely tolerated and she enjoyed, almost, I'm hearing enjoyed being with the Warrens because she liked the wife. I felt like she didn't care too much for the husband, but she really did enjoy the wife's presence. And I feel like that's why she was manipulated the most by Annabelle, whether physically, mentally, or emotionally. That's why the wife experienced most of the hauntings with Annabelle, because Annabelle took a liking to her. Okay. And I'm hearing Annabelle has attachment issues. I feel like once she likes somebody, like once she finds somebody that she connects with, it's hard for her to let go. And that's why the wife experienced so much shit back in the day. But anyways, moving on. Annabelle, where is she currently? That is what you guys may be wondering. Annabelle, they're making me feel like she went back home. I don't know where home is, so that could be home before she died, or where she was held the longest, the Warrens. They're making me feel like she's visiting places that she's always wanted to check up on and visit. Um, like she went back to somewhere she knows. It doesn't feel like she went to a random location and she's like terrorizing a new family and destroying their home. Like, no, this isn't necessarily like the movies. This isn't something that's super sensationalized. It's just she went back to wherever the fuck she wanted to go to. So again, that could be the Warrens' old location before they died. Maybe she visited some of their relatives, their family, or she visited a place that she was in before she passed away. So her old home. I don't know. Either way, they're making me feel like Annabelle Ben wanted to escape. I just heard Annabelle is a spirit that cannot be contained, or it's very hard to contain, and especially you need the proper knowledge and care and ability to contain her. And it just feels like she been wanting to do this. Like she had a plan. She had a plan. Like I feel like when she saw that they were planning on taking her on a world tour, she was like, "Yes, you idiots." Like she was already planning her escape plan. Like this was all a part of the plan for Annabelle. Again, there's something about her spirit that's otherworldly. Like, yes, she was a human at one point, but I feel like, think about it, right? She's been deceased for a while. When you've been deceased for that long, and again, she hasn't moved on, she hasn't gone through any rebirths, like, her soul has not moved on to the next life. It feels like she's almost become detached from her human side, and she's just, I don't know. I'm hearing she's consumed by her energy. Like there's a reason why when we pass away, we're supposed to move on. You're not supposed to stay stuck on this earth in this lifetime forever, right? And I just feel like the time she's been deceased for so long is why she is the way she is. You know what I mean? Like I can't explain it, but there's a part of her that doesn't feel human. Again, her energy is very powerful, very strong, very intense. Like I feel like even just looking at the doll, you sense intense energy. I can't explain it, but for all my empaths, the people that can feel energy, all my energy sensitive people, you know what I'm talking about. When you look at the doll, and I'm talking about in person, when you come in contact with her, you can just feel this weight of heaviness. That is her energy. Um, and yeah, I just feel like she hasn't properly dealt with her emotions, and that is why Annabelle is the way that she is. So yeah, they are making me feel like as well, her not moving on has also attracted other negative entities to attach to her. So y'all know how energy vampires could come suck the life out of you. That can still happen when you are a spirit. If you are operating on low vibrational negativity, other demonic energies can come and still feed off of you, even as you're a spirit. And that's what they're making me feel like. I feel like Annabelle herself kind of gets consumed with dark negative energy. I feel like as a whole, Annabelle is just, they're making me feel like she was very depressed for a long time, and it was hard for her to process maybe her death or the things that happened to her in life. And so because she struggled to move on, she became this bitter, malevolent spirit. All right. So again, Annabelle is out there somewhere. I don't necessarily know where. Again, Spirit is telling me she went back home, so I'm assuming this is either the place she was before she passed away or the place the Warrens had her. It feels like she's very connected to the Warrens. Like she really did appreciate being in their care. Like, I'm hearing that was one of the best times I ever had in a while. Like it was, I feel like she enjoyed being around people that were spiritually attuned. I feel like that's one of the reasons she doesn't like her new owners now is because they're not spiritually attuned, right? They can't necessarily communicate with her on a spiritual, energetic level. She's very picky. That's one thing I will say. She's very picky with who she chooses to like. Um, does she approve of being on a world tour? I'm hearing she doesn't like people really. Like Annabelle doesn't really like people. She kind of feels like an introvert. She's very like, I will say this though, her spirit, she's very what's the word? Mischievous. She likes to cause mischief, I'm hearing, because she's bored. Like, Annabelle, move no shade, sister, but you need to move on to the next lifetime, okay? You need to heal and move on because that's how long you've been here. You're just bored, so you cause mischief. Okay? I feel like even if Annabelle were to choose you as her owner, you would still experience some sort of bodily harm. And I'm just saying, like little cuts or bruises or rashes. Um, Again, her spirit, it's too powerful to contain. And I feel like it's almost too powerful for her to even like get under control. Moving on. Annabelle will be found, I believe, within the next. They're making me feel like 3 months to a year, and it'll be because she'll choose to. So I don't feel like they have the technology or they have the equipment to find her. Again, I don't know why it just feels like the people that currently own Annabelle, they're severely unprepared as it relates to spirits and hauntings and stuff like that. They don't know shit. Okay, they just thought, oh, cool, haunted doll, let's make money off of it, right? So she'll show up when she wants to. When she's done handling her business, I feel like she will show back up and they will find her. But until then, they may give us a defect doll, a fake Annabelle to calm our nerves. But for those of you that are wondering, is Annabelle gonna come hurt me? I'm just hearing no. Like, it was fun in the beginning for her, but I feel like she's kind of bored of that right now. She more so wants to revisit old places that she missed. Okay. And yeah, that's Annabelle again. I feel like Annabelle, her spirit is like I don't know why I'm hearing 58, like 58 years old. Like she's like decades old for sure. Um, I'm getting tired. Anyways, whew, that is the story of Annabelle. Will she ever move on? No. I feel like her spirit is way too tied to the earthly realm, and especially because she's been deceased for so long, there's other entities that are coming in and also being attached to her energy. They're making me feel like it's possible, but it would just take a very long time for her to move on. But on her own, does she want to? I don't think so. It's hard for her to let go of the past. Very petty. Annabelle's a very petty doll. Like she's a very not doll, because there's a spirit in this doll at the end of the day. She's a very petty spirit. I feel like if you were to cross her, she would hold on to it for the next 3 years, like, and she would get her lick back for sure. I feel like she's done that to the staff before, like if they forgot to check up on her or if they forgot to feed her or whatever the case may be, she would definitely fuck some shit up. But yeah, she doesn't like her new family, whatever. I just heard they're imbeciles. They don't even know what the fuck they're doing. But yeah, Annabelle truly is on the loose for those that are wondering. Um, and I feel like she doesn't mind us having a social media presence. She enjoys the attention, but she doesn't really like humans like that. So moving on. I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. I don't know why I just got so exhausted. Yeah, Annabelle will be found within 3 months to a year. I don't feel like no more than that. Watch out until then. Again, the next doll they talk about, oh, this Annabelle has been found and it's only been a couple weeks. I don't know, sister. Like, is it real? Is that the real Annabelle or what? Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. Please let me know your thoughts, questions, concerns in the comments below. Nobody asked for this Annabelle reading, but I was just curious. And yeah, that is the story of Annabelle. I don't know why they're making me feel like Annabelle had a hard life. I feel like she doesn't like men. Spirit just told me Annabelle does not like men. I feel like she was abused by men in her waking life before she passed away, so she always holds a grudge against men, but she appreciates women more. I feel like the owners are men, or mostly men, and she would want to be owned by a woman. It doesn't feel like Annabelle is against being owned. She does enjoy her personal freedom from time to time, but she's not against being owned. It's the people that are owning her. I feel like she actually enjoys the company and the attachment, the emotional attachment. So, yeah, that's about it. I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. I'm exhausted. Please let me know your thoughts, questions, concerns in the comments below. And comment down below more types of readings y'all want me to do. I just did a reading on Atlantis, the lost city of the sea. Go check that out. And yeah, I'll see you guys later. Bye.